Hey guys, XJ9's here, and today's going to be my Twin Fury AFK guide. I'm honestly just going to go right into it. So, rest of it, the whole vestment set, the entire set, 4-piece set, it Relentless 5, Crackling 4, Biting 4, and Impatient 4. The Devoted 4 isn't needed, so just Impatient 4 is fine, and Bulwark 4. Bulwark 4 is actually very important for at least my consistent method, and Gloves of Passage are optional. You don't need them because you don't really use the smash ability in this whole rotation. So if you're lesser geared, like say you don't have Biting 4, maybe you're not 120 Necromancy for the Zermagul's Nexus, just use Death Warden Gloves just to be able to tank that little bit of HP and you'll be absolutely fine. Zuck Cape, is this important? I actually don't think this is that important. I think if you don't have a Zuck Cape, you would just move, get rid of Overpower, and you'd just probably use another Threshold or something. I don't think it's actually a big deal. Again, this is just what I use for 100% AFK. If you want to downgrade it, be my guest, but I'm not sure if you're gonna have the same results. And any Essence of Finality Amulet, you're not using the special. Again, it's AFK. Champion's Ring, just because I think the accuracy is needed. I mean, maybe you can use Work's Ring, but Champion's Ring is just cheap. Zermagul's Nexus just for Bone Shield, and Masterwork Spear of Annihilation. Mine has Precise 6, Aftershock 1, and a Lunging 4, Eruptive 2. I will say this is probably not optimal at all because the Twin Furies move a lot. So yeah, I'm just saying this is what I use, but it might not even be the best, but it works. And I also use a Superior Scrimshaw Vampirism. I'm not sure if you can get away with using a regular Scrimshaw Vampirism. I'm assuming so. Although, if you are using a regular Scrimshaw Vampirism, I'd probably highly recommend using Death Warden Gloves. And honestly, maybe even using Death Warden Gloves and Boots, and just using 3-piece Havoc. Again, it's just suggestions if you don't have everything I have. Besides that, my Archaeology Relics are it's not Death Ward. It's just Persistent Rage, the 10% Adrenaline after ult, although I don't even think you need that one, and Fury the Small. Most important ones are probably just Persistent Rage and Fury the Small. You can probably just use Death Ward if you don't have the 10% Adrenaline after ult, honestly. Again, probably, because I don't think the ultimate's that important to even use. Potion Reservoir for AFKing. I will say, I actually don't think you even need an overload for this boss, but I kind of do anyways, because sometimes you can get a little bit low. So, you might as well use a Potion Reservoir. And obviously inactive ones to refill. Lentidime Sticks, and my Lentidime Sticks right now, so let me overload that. Oopsies. The House Tablet was just to repair the Gloves of Passage, so you can ignore that. Penance Powder if you're not using Penance Aura. Holy Scarab Pouch is actually highly recommended because, again, 100% AFK means I don't even have to look at prayer. And this is the setup that works for me for not even paying attention at all. And, 2 overload potions to refill the reservoir and also to use 2 doses towards the end of the trip. Restore to use the Scarab Pouch if I load the last preset. Bonfire of the Bottle if I forgot the bonfire. And Enhanced Luck Potion to have the effects of luck. Without wearing Luck of the Dwarves. These potions are actually really good. They last a whole hour, so definitely use those. And the Shard and Excalibur aren't needed. They're just kind of there for the heck of it. I do not use these at all. I was mostly using it when I got low during my tests. Abyssal Armor Sporks Alloy. Again, is this what I use? I'm not sure if you can use this lower tier. And a Spring Cleaner. So, the most important thing to do, I would say, is I think you only need a bonfire, so you can just drink the bonfire in the bottle. But if you want to, especially if you're lower tier, use Fortitude, bonfire. You can also wear tank armor before you do this, and then go to Anachronia Uglog and get the HP boost. I don't need the Uglog boost to AFK this, but again, if you have less than me, you might need to actually Uglog boost as well. So just do that. And at that point, we're pretty much ready. And this is the bar. You can honestly just look at it if you want. I mean, again, it's just Dismember, Meteor Strike, Cleave, Overpower, Chaos 4, Hurricane, Debilitate, Quake, and at that point, just Punish and Blood Tendrils. To be honest, I probably should just put Blood Tendrils there, honestly. Although, should I? Nah. We're gonna leave it how I tested it, to be honest. So we're gonna go to Twin Furies, enter here. The aura doesn't matter. I just keep refreshing my penance aura because I have so much marks of war, and I don't like spam Zerk auras. I don't know why people like Zerk auras. So I just refresh my penance auras all the time just to save money. Because I mean, again, the best auras would probably be like Vampirism or Aegis aura if you're like worried about dying. But yeah, we're just gonna use penance aura here. We're gonna traverse the barrier, and yeah, just fastest. Quick traverse. Put on your quick prayers. Quick prayer are malevolence and soul split. Drink the Prosen reservoir. Sorry, I forgot to, I didn't overload fast enough. That click didn't count. But yeah, you also want to probably drink your luck potion. So I mean, I'll just drink it out there. And we need to summon the scarab too. So we'll summon the scarab, and we're good. And the most important thing about this bar was the thing that can kill you is if you have very bad hits on top of them hitting you a lot. Because when this Fury girl does this move, if she's too far away, you'll actually be in this mist. And it's very important to have debilitate on her, because if I was here, I would be dying, but I would be living at the same time. I will say, I think you can get away without using malevolence, but malevolence is essentially free because of the Holy Scarab pouch. So, oh, one of the reasons we're also kind of dying, again, you do want to put your scrimshaw on. I'm like, I'm getting kind of low. Yeah, the scrimshaw is very, very important to put on. I don't think you can get away with like other things. Again, you can probably use a lower tier, but you probably have to use a 1 or 2 piece Death Warden tank set. And yeah, they died. The only thing that's not AFK about this, and I'll probably put in the video title, is the looting. But like, all the loot's kind of garbage anyway. The only loot that is literally worthwhile is the Zamorak Essence and the Crest. I think the weapons are even kind of worthless. So yeah, I can show another kill quick, just to show like, oh look, it's 100% AFK. Maybe even 2 kills. So yeah, I mean, I can just kind of talk about what I've been doing, honestly. I don't know why I'm doing this. I mean, I'm kind of just like doing other things on the side. I kind of hope this doesn't take too long, because I have 3 crests and 0 weapons, and the weapons is annoying because, you know, you might roll for the main hand like 3 times, because it's a 50-50 if it rolls on the weapons, which is really, really annoying. Don't remind me of Solak, guys. Look at this. 3,700 kills, 1 bow. 1 main hand bow. This is why I don't like that. It gives me PTSD. Oh, see, I'm not gonna make it, but see, my debilitate with Bulwark 4 is allowing me to tank this. This is what would kill you if this happens like back to back, along with like the Twin Furies hitting very high. You just die. Again, I did see this one guy, and he was saying like, oh, if you wear like 2-piece Crypt Bloom, you're fine, but like, I don't know. I used some of his other guides, and he's like, oh, it's AFK, but then he says, it's AFK, but then it's not, because you have to click somewhere. I'm like, that's not AFK then, bro. AFK, like, look, I'm literally not doing anything. And they're dead. Mr. and Cleaner got some money. 260k, what did I have in Elk? Large plated rune salvage, wow, nice. I will say, also, sometimes if you inadvertently end up around here, this Blue Fury might actually get the first hit on you, and if that happens, it's not a big deal. It's actually fine, if not better, because you'll debilitate her and you'll just heal off the red. Like when she does, that red one does like the crazy rain mechanic, you'll be soul splitting, so you'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this because the other GWD 3 bosses are pretty easy. Like Gorgorvik is actually probably the easiest one to AFK. It's just spam bleeds, and he kind of just dies. Hellweir's kind of fine. You just have Hellweir is actually probably the third easiest, because he dies very consistently, but sometimes the wolves will spawn, and you do have to click back. I mean, you can survive like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 kills, not being in the correct spot, but you do have to click back at some point at the position. And Vindicta. I was finding me using a Ripper Demon. Like, Hellweir was using Blood Reaver, Gorgorvik Blood Reaver, and at Vindicta I was just using Ripper Demon plus Scrolls plus Spirit Weed Sticks. And Vindicta was often dying before he flew, and like before he flew away, so I'd always remain in the same spot. And sometimes I would die, but if I died, I don't really care because I'm only going for those stupid logs. So, yeah, that's pretty much the whole guide. Like, this is all you have to do. And again, like, if your overload runs out during the end of the trip, it's not even a big deal. I actually forgot the overload during like the last 12 or 16 minutes of the trip. I was absolutely fine. So, yeah, I hope you like this guide. It's kind of funny, right? I don't know if you actually want a guide, but like again, like there's plenty of resources on YouTube, and I'm only making a Twin Fury guide because I don't like the Twin Fury guys on YouTube. I don't think they're that good. Like they're outdated, like 7-8 months old, so they're not maybe with the new combat changes, and two, they're now 100% AFK. So, yeah. The Gregorvik's also self-explanatory, and Hellweir and Vindicta, they're now 100% AFK, so making a guide for them, like, you will still die, because I couldn't find out a method to do it that's 100% consistent. So that was a little bit unfortunate. So yeah. Bye.